In this video, we're going to go over an exercise called the two-arm crucifix. So follow along with me. Our arms are supposed to move in spirals when we walk. Instead of walking with robotic arms, we should actually have arms that move in this manner that allow our rib cage to move and feel fluid when we walk. So let's follow along and see how this works. So let's start with one arm just to understand the concept before we add a second arm. So I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to reach it away from my body as much as I can without me going off axis. So I'm just creating a little bit of space in my shoulder, and I'm going to turn my thumb down. Then I'm going to turn my forearm in, then my bicep in, then my shoulder in. And I want to make sure that I don't block this motion from taking place. I permit that shoulder blade to go over the top, just like this. Now notice I'm trying to keep my best to keep my eyes on camera because I want to have my eyes level on the horizon. I should feel a neck stretch over here. So you notice I'm turning in as much as I can. Then I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to let my pinky spin up to the sky or palm up, and then I want to think about my elbow going forward. And again, eyes level. Feel a neck stretch here. So I'm going to go back and forth on one side. When you're doing one arm, I have no problem with people exploring this idea of really moving the elbow here or moving the elbow here, right? It's just a matter of what feels good for you, but exploring, you can take this other hand and moving back and forth just like that. Again, don't block motion from taking place. We want to distribute the workload through the entire body. So, of course, I could do that on both sides, just like this. Again, there's no right or wrong. I can look forward, and it's nice to have a mirror here, like that. So notice that I'm going to get some stretching here. I feel my whole feet, like that. Or I could actually spend some time looking at my hand, and that will get just a different input into the system. Now the final thing is putting this all together with two arms. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this left hand and going to turn it down. Boom, shoulder goes in. Now right hand turns up. Pull it, turn, turn. Eyes look at the camera. Stretch, breathe. Notice how my body is going to shift to the right and shift to the left. So this is a huge movement for the body. It's going to feel really nice to explore this. Feel a nice butt stretch here. I can let it go a bit more. If you feel like you're holding on to tension, I did there, I just let go a bit more. And we just go back and forth. I could push my elbow in, or I could reach it wide. I'm going to reach my hands as far away from each other as possible. As I turn here, I can actually go and find a bit of my pec muscle. Stretch out different muscles along this area. Can I feel a bicep stretch? Can I feel my tricep contract? All sorts of things. Can I feel my lats engage in different ways? And of course, make it as big or small as you want. But just this idea of coiling the body. So I'm here. I feel the sense of contraction on this side. And then contraction on this side. We're like shortening one side, creating length on the other. It's going to do wonders. And then go for a walk. I'm like, ooh, I feel new movement in the body just because I've opened up the spirals of my arm feed into the rest of the body. So an old wrist injury, for example, if I can't turn my wrist this way, well, actually it affects the way that my rib cage will turn. I know small injuries, but oh my God, that's a pretty interesting connection. But the body has a memory of the things that have happened to us, and so we want to reintroduce new movement, or not new movement, but old movement that you once had but forgotten back into the system so you could be more fluid and feel great in your everyday life. Give that a shot. Let me know how that works for you, and that's how you work your body from the ground up.